could work on patterns or paint or whatever.
It's a nice way to start the next box.
Oh, what's that? Sabine.
Hyperspace Sabine, Hyperspace Base, right off the back. Pack number 1. Fat Man. And a little foil comic.
You're a wonderful human being, Jabba.
You're a wonderful human being, Jabba. Thanks, Han. I love that they didn't change that line.
I know.
I love they just left the line, like knowing it's completely ridiculous.
Well, but also it's so fitting for Han.
It's very fitting for Han. For him to like, it's almost like he's mocking him, right?
Yep.
My boy. That's 3 wedges. That's another deck that I'm ready to build.
Oh, I'm so
Rebel
there for
Rebel
that.
Vehicle. Oh yeah, sign me up for that, kids.
Yeah.
That's totally a thing. That's
Sign
gonna
me up for a wedge.
That's 100%. It's going to be a thing that. Oh, and a Chirrut. Almost missed out on him.
Chirrut.
Had him before, but that's good.
I wouldn't mind having Chirrut too.
Well, no, that's number 2. So we'll.
Okay.
That's another blue deck I'm going to look into at some point.
But yeah, you build wedge, I'll play that one too.
I'm hoping eventually we get Wedge as a leader. I would. Can you? I mean, we should have Wedge as a leader, or Akbar. Like Wedge should be a leader. Akbar should be a leader, right? Like we should. I mean.
I want Jansen too.
Okay, so there's legendary number 1 in this box. A Devastator number 3, foil Bodhi. So that's a regular rare in the foil slot. No hyperspaces in this particular pack. Some packs you get them 2 or 3. Some packs you get none. Just can't really predict it.
Currently, I kind of want to go back to my roots. I want to do Abby Whistler again.
Mace number 2, second legendary in the box.
Nice.
Like to see that. Foil Maximum Firepower. It's a pretty card in foil, actually. That's a card that I hope gets better. Right now, I'm not convinced it's really, really good. I think it's going to get better as the game develops a bit. Maximum Firepower. From my boy Veers. I cannot expect to find yet another showcase. Like that there's no way that should occur, right? Foil Hyperspace Super Laser Technician. Now, what I love about this card, every time I look at this card, I think of Daft Punk. And especially in the foil. Like in the foil for sure.
Let me see.
Look at that. Like that, I mean, tell me you don't think you're looking at Tron. You look like looks like you're looking at the Tron bar scene, right?
Yeah. End of line.
End of line, the End of Line Club. It's exactly what I think of. All right, have I been through this pack yet? Yeah. No, there's my rare, Tarkin Town. Another one of those.
I remember that from Rebels.
Yep, I don't think I have anything else fancy in here. No, we do not. Okay, so boop, done. So they're not really, they call it Star Wars Unlimited because there's not really deck building restrictions. It's more that there are deck building, they're not restrictions, they're penalties. They're penalties, right? If you don't have certain things, certain aspects available, you pay a penalty to play certain cards. Another Galactic Ambition, a card that we are told gets better as the game progresses. Right now, there's not a lot of good things to use that card on. But the designers have told us, yeah, right now that card doesn't look amazing, but wait a set or two and it'll look really, really good. So go ahead and pick them up now while they're cheap and stick them in the binder, I guess. Can see at least one hyperspace back here. What do we got? Another Rogue Operative. I had one of those last night in my draft.
Pathfinder.
Yep, she's pretty. Sneak Attack for a rare. And another foil Star Viper. Okay. So, Tank, the way this game works is you build a deck of 50 cards, and then when you draw cards, every round you draw 2 cards at the end of a round. Okay, let me start this off. When the game starts, you draw 6 cards. You pick 2 of them to go face down in front of you as resources. Those cards are done. You'll never get to play them again. They are resources, okay? That's what you exhaust instead of tap. They exhaust it, right? You exhaust to spend to pay for things. At the end of every round, you draw 2 cards, and you are allowed, you are not required, you are allowed to take any other 1 card out of your hand face down as a resource. So every turn you can get a little bigger, a little bigger, a little bigger. Now there are cards in the game that allow you to speed that up. There's a couple of cards in the game that allow you to ramp a little quicker than your opponent. They're all in green. So if you come across an opponent who's playing green, he might be able to build a little quicker than you.
Luthen needs to be a green card.
Oh, I can't wait for the cards I really want out of Andor. I want Marva and I want Luthen. Luthen will be he will 100% be Red Rebel, right? Aggression, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we got an Agent Callus out of that. That's good. He is an excellent card.
But he's definitely going to have some sort of associated green card with him.
I don't know about green necessarily.
Well, not necessarily about green, but like as a very resourceful guy.
Yeah. He also might make a good leader.
He might.
He might make a good leader.
Well, I mean, he's a puppet master.
There's another chariot. Several of those floating around now.
Freaking love Luthen.
No hyperspaces. Foil uncommon. What is our rare? It is a search your feelings. You know it to be true.
I do miss the little lore snippets on the cards.
That was fun. The Decipher cards were really fun for that. They had that little box of text at the top that had I won't say it had nothing to do with the gameplay. It had typically very little to do with gameplay, with the occasional keyword. But they were still fun. Okay, we've got a hyperspace Boba. Another hyperspace back in here. A probe droid. Ooh, he's pretty with the snow and the blue. Check that out. I love the art.
It's a pity he self-destructs.
He doesn't actually.
Okay.
One of the games that I play. Oh,
Mention the movie.
yeah. Imperial Assault. The probe droids actually do have a self-destruct ability. Another Jedi lightsaber. Man, I got those coming out of my ears. Foil 2 tubes. Another uncommon. Anything else in here? Nope. Good to go. I know, Liquid. I loved those boxes. So I was a playtester for the Star Wars CCG, starting with Special Edition. I playtested that game, I think. That sounds right. I think it was Special Ed. It was Special Ed. Because I remember one of the original versions of, there were some cards in there. They had that moment in the Special Edition version of Return of the Jedi where like Boba goes up and he tickles one of the dancers, like, ooh, baby, or whatever. And so they took that card, and the original version of that card, there was a picture, that was the picture, and the card was called The Ladies' Man. And the original lore, when you get the playtest version of those old Decipher cards, was either blank or made up garbage or something, like an inside joke. So, The Ladies' Man originally read, Boba Fett has been with many fine ladies, some of whom have been skanky. Do you remember if you played Liquid? Did you play the game during Endor? Do you remember Daughter of Skywalker, the version of Leia that came in the Endor? 2 Jedi lightsabers like back to back. Give me a break. God, I got tons of these things. I didn't take the base out of that last pack. Okay, so you remember Daughter of Skywalker. Okay, so Daughter of Skywalker is the version of Leia that's in Endor, and she's like 4 power, 5 ability. She's not bad. I think she's not a spy. I think she's still a leader. Yeah, with her hair down. Exactly. It's the picture of her like up in the Ewok village at night with her hair down. It's a really good art picture.
Before she and Han have
right, like yeah, before she and Han talk, or like after she and Luke talk, or whatever.
No, he's my brother.
Yeah, something like that. But the original lore on that card when she was in playtesting was literally just puts out. That's all it said in the box. Puts out. Oh yeah. It was silly. It was silly fun. Somewhere in one of my binders, I still have my old paper versions of all the playtest cards, all the playtest versions we went through of Endor and DS2. Foil Alliance Dispatcher. We had another hyperspace base, a regular rare of old Wrinkly. I like that. Go for Papa Palpatine. And there we go.
Then again, given where Leia started in that movie.
Well, yeah. Oh, I can see at least one hyperspace back here. What do we got? Jedha Agitator. Okay. Wow. Okay, guys, so here's you a pack. Double legendary pack.
Oh my gosh.
Hyperspace Millennium Falcon. Legendary. Regular Black 1. Legendary. Double legendary in one pack. I love the subtitle on Millennium Falcon, by the way.
What's it say?
Piece of junk. Millennium Falcon. Piece of junk.
Although Han calls it a hunk of junk.
No, I think...
Fastest hunk of junk.
I think, oh, he does call it the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy. Another Cassian. Foil Hyperspace Snowtrooper Lieutenant. Emperor's Legion is my regular rare.
501st.
No other fancy cards in that pack, but that's okay. That is okay. I keep checking every pack thinking, what are the odds of me getting another showcase? The odds are just so bad. But it'd be hilarious if it happened. Another red 3. Foil Overwhelming Barrage, one of the better uncommons in the set if you're playing villain. And that's about it, really. Some other theoretically good stuff that will make good deck building later on. I keep checking. I'm gonna keep checking. There's always that little voice in my brain that's like, you can just keep hoping. Another K2. That's good. That gives us a play set of K2s. A foil AT-AT Suppressor. There we go. Is Leader Han rare? Leader Han is rare. I looked right at Leader Han, which I didn't have until this moment, and forgot he was a rare. So I need to pull him out. Four rare leaders in this box so far. And where are we at on legendaries? We had Black 1, Falcon, Mace, and Devastator.
How much a box on these, and is there just one run, no expansions yet?
Yeah, this is the initial set, Liquid. So no other expansions just yet. There's the starter decks. Here, I'll do this. The starter decks. I think you get both. It's a 2-player starter deck. Each deck is like 50 cards or whatever, and I think it's $35 for the starter set. And there are some cards you can only get out of the starter deck because FFG's not stupid and they know how to market. They want you to buy one of these. And then the packs are $5 a piece. Full retail on a box is $120. Depending on what you decide, or what kind of deal you cut with your local shop or whatever, you might be able to get things cheaper. All right, another Chopper, foil Jedha Agitator, and that would seem to be it. Maybe about 7 or 8 packs left. We're getting down to the end of this one. Not quite done, but getting close.
I think you were pushing your luck with the Chewy.
I know I was pushing my luck with the Chewy. I'm still checking. I'm still going to be checking, sweetheart. All right, there's another Del Meeko. That gives us 2 of those. I think I have a play set of Gideons now, and that's 2 Dels, which is good. You know what? I don't have an Iden yet. I have not actually pulled an Iden Versio yet. What's up, Mr. Dexter? Life is good. Life is good. We're doing the goofy tabletop gaming thing down here tonight.
Sort of.
Having fun with it. So we have a Hyperspace Gladiator Star Destroyer. That's pretty. I like that. Without the border, you can just kind of see more of the turbo laser blasts. That's pretty. Foil Moment of Peace. Had one of those earlier. Another Frontline Shuttle. Excellent. I needed another one of those. One more of those to a set. Liquid, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I started to tell this story earlier. I sold right before the end of 2020, I think. I sold all of my Star Wars to a collector, and that helped fund all of the stuff that I started doing in here. I used that money as seed money to buy like the shelving and some of the initial round of LEDs and all that sort of stuff in here.
Did you keep any?
Keep any what?
Of the
Star Wars?
Yeah.
It's gone. Got rid of all of it. All right, so this is actually a fun little pack for a variety of reasons. For starters, I've got a Hyperspace TIE Fighter, which looks gorgeous. Look at this guy. I love that. God, the borderless cards look... I wish they had just done every card borderless. They would look so amazing. I've got a Hyperspace Baze, which is fun. Regular Rare Han, which is a good card. And then a foil Legendary. That is a Cunning. So I actually have 4 copies of Cunning right now. And I will probably never play with the foil. So I've definitely got some good trade bait here for anybody who's anybody out there looking to build themselves a crazy set or whatever, right? We've got another Hyperspace base, another Chopper base there. Lots of Hyperspace locations. I have a foil Hyperspace Emperor Palpatine. Oh man, that looks good. Look at that with the Force Lightning. Oh, he is so badass looking. I love that. Oh, I love that. What's my regular rare? Energy Conversion Lab. One of the better rares in the set. We like that. And that seems to be all of the bits. The rest is all just common, uncommon stuff.
Yes. Yes, electric on both counts.
The hair didn't give it away? I figured the hair gave it away.
Yeah. I do brighten it up a bit. Just,
You do, but
just in full disclosure.
Your natural color is still red.
Yes.
There's Iden Versio. That's what we
There
needed.
you go.
Now we can build that deck. Looking forward to that. That's one I've been wanting to try. Hyperspace Piet. Bombing Run is our regular rare. And then a little foil common back there.
Although my family is also Italian, but you have to get back to the 1500s before... no, excuse me. You have to get back to 1400s.
2 packs left. Hyperspace Krennic, another one of those. Hyperspace Strike True.
That reminds me, I got invited to go to the DAR meeting
Okay.
next week.
A Hyperspace Foil Infiltrator's Skill. Fancy. Regular rare is You're My Only Hope.
Adeldrill's asking how you're...
What's the logic? So right now, Adeldrill, okay, at the moment, I'm grouping them just because I'm kind of showcasing what came in the box. So I'm doing just regular foils. I'm just kind of shoving off to the side. All the Hyperspace cards are basically going here. I'll put the Palpatine in that pile. Everything else goes out here, so you can clearly see all the rares and legendaries and all that sort of thing. All right, last one. Get rid of that. Last pack in this particular box, box number 3.
Oh, good call bringing the box in.
Yep. Okay, so for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, I have opened a box
Without it.
without a showcase in it. Aww, Sag.
That's because he pulled the other
Super
one.
Sag.
Yeah.
Okay, we ended this box with a Saw Gerrera. That's not bad. Again, that gives me a playset. That's 3 of those now. Foil Dodona. Quite a lovely card. I had one of those in my first pre-release. And I don't think there's anything else particularly noteworthy in this pack. I'll have a quick peek.
Interesting.
So into box number 3. What have we got for legendaries out of this box? We got a Foil Cunning. We had a Mace, a Hyperspace Falcon.
She's so good.
A black one, a Devastator. Let's see. And then we had at least one really fun Hyperspace Foil. We had a Hyperspace Foil Palpatine, which looks really good with the crazy lightning coming out of his fingers. Big pile of just hyperspaces in general. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's another legendary. A lot of rare leaders in this box. I got 2 Chariots, an Iden, a Cassian, and a Han. Mm-hmm. So out of one box, we got a lot of the rare leaders in one place, which is fun. The Hyperspace Falcon is also probably one of the more sought after cards at the moment, just because it is pretty. The hyperspace ships in particular look really, really good. I'm a big fan of those.